Okay, you can speak to me. Okay, so look, this situation has gone on a very long time. I arrived in Germany 2 years ago. I'm a senior IT manager. I've delivered about $6 billion worth of IT projects around the world, right? I worked at Sky, we'll teach you German, we'll do this, that, and the other. It turned into mass mobbing. They didn't pay my wage, didn't pay AOK, turned into a mess. A Munich lawyer stole all my money and I never got it back. I then worked for SAP. The boss was from London. There was a lot of racist comments, forced drugs, alcohol, intimidation, not allowing me to work globally. This went on for several months. Horrendous comments made purely for racial reasons. I then went to Waldorf. I explained my situation. They said, you need to go on Krankengeld. I said, I'm not sick. I went to Hanover, a lawyer. 1 week before I go to the Arbeitsgericht, I got hospitalized. I got attacked very badly. And within the space of 18 hours, my bank account with my money in it got closed. My Krankengeld got stopped. My wage got stopped. And my evidence got stolen.
But how can I help you?
Right, so my point is that I've now gone to Deutsche Welle. I started in the European Commission, right?
Yes?
They said, we can't help you directly, we can give you some emails. Anytime I email a minister or anything, I never get a response. So they said, go to Deutsche Welle. You can't come in here without knowing a name, so they're trying to organize something. Then I came down here, the gentleman over at the Bundesrat, when I explained my situation of what happened in Munich was one, dealing with corporations, and two, political. He said someone in this building will be able to help because it is as such politically that as a European citizen, if I've worked here more than 1 year, I'm eligible for at least money to get me by, right? Also, if I have a European passport, I have money to exist, and I'm being blocked everywhere to the point I've had this...
Hallo. Dankeschön. Bitteschön. Schön. Ja? Bitteschön. Ja.
Basically, I've emailed everyone I can to stop this. EU laws are broken. UN laws are broken. World international laws are broken. I need some help.
I understand your problem.
I need someone to help me.
I understand your problem. So, I don't know if you are that you are here on the right place.
But I've been all over this UN campus, and no one is taking ownership.
I understand, and I understand your problem. And
the thing is, ma'am. Sorry, what's your name?
Sandra.
Sandra. If someone is in one of these buildings, right, and they can't help, they're all within 1 kilometer of each other. If they can't do it, they'll know someone who can help me. This is my point. It can't just be a blanket, no, I don't know.
So I think an organization like Human Rights are wrong for you because it's too personnel.
No, but I've emailed everybody. The point is if unless I talk to someone face to face and they can see what I have sent email to UN, to EU, to ministries, and I get no response. And it's just like, this has gone on way too long. My life is completely in jeopardy. If people don't see what's happening and give me a little bit of money to survive, I'm dead. I'm already dead.
I understand. So
I'm
I
in
don't
Bonn.
think that you can get money here.
No. I need to talk to someone who might be able to know someone who can help me. If you don't give someone, let's say if I have Domino's, right? And you have Job Center, AOK, SAP, even if I get the Job Center, which by European law I'm entitled to as a European citizen, I can stabilize my life. I can't even buy medication right now. Stabilize my life, and I can deal with the rest myself. That's against EU law. The SAP in Sky Deutschland is political and corporation.
What is about a lawyer?
Sorry?
A lawyer, an attorney.
Yes, well, what happens is, trust me, I have tried that. What happens is, in Hanover and in Trier, I had 7 lawyers against them all.
And they could not help you?
What they do is, and it's always the same motive, yes, we'll take your money. Yes, we'll write the legal... No, it's not funny. I should be dead. What I'm saying is, they write the legal letters, they prove my case is right, they prove these companies and the job centers acting illegally, and then they say, oh, you speak English, or it's in Munich, or it's in Trier, I'm no longer your lawyer, bye. So as soon as I'm supposed to get to the Arbeitsgericht and get my money, they disengage. Every single time. So I'm going to end up out on the street, and I'm going to end up dead. Someone, I'm in the Bonn, the second political capital. Somebody must be able to do something.
But tell me, where is your hometown?
Well, it was Munich, then it was Hanover, and now it's Trier.
Yes, but you just speak English, no German. So where is your hometown from birth, your home country?
I have Canadian and UK passport.
I would like to ask you, can you go back to there?
Okay, but that is the most ridiculous question ever. I've come to the political cap. I'm trying to solve this myself. And
Yes.
I'm in the second political capital of Germany, right? Ministries who deal with this specifically. And I am getting the runaround. None of your ministries will respond to me. I can't get a face-to-face with anyone. There's the UN building, the Deutsche Welle. Within a kilometer of this radius, there must be one person who can help me solve my situation. And what I'm being blanketed, no.
I understand, but that is the question I ask myself. If I am at any
All they
place
say was, we will give you a flight back. But the problem is SAP, Sky Deutschland, AOK, and Commerzbank have badmouthed my name to the point I now can no longer get a job. And also in the Arbeitsgetür, right? This is a little weird. They said, oh, your email was blocked from government agencies and we're told we're not allowed to get you a job. The job center then said you're getting no money from the job center and you've never worked in Germany. Well, clearly I have worked in Germany, and they're lying.
I understand your problem.
An
but
embassy can't do anything against SAP, Sky Deutschland, or a German job center. They can't.
So,
I'm asking.
if no attorney could help you, and
No, but
the
what it
United
is-
Nations and
It's not that they
the
can't.
the only thing I can do
Mhm.
is to give you another email address from this development, but I don't think that they can help you.
But that gentleman over there said this building specifically deals with corporation and politics. Is that correct?
Yes, but with countries, not with single persons.
Yes, and my situation involves countries. The reason what happened in Germany involves other countries.
So I can write you the email address.
If it can be to an actual person rather than a generic mailbox, because if I send it to a generic mailbox, no one's going to reply.
Yes, but I don't know who the person which has this building could help you.
Okay, so what I would...
Every source like South Africa, Asia, or something.
I can tell you exactly. The political situation and the reason I came to Germany to work is I got on a political situation in the UK and Canada. And that's why what happened in Munich with those two companies. So it involves huge corporations, billions of dollars, and 3 countries.
So, give me a few minutes.
I will sit and no problem. I just need to resolve this. Hmm?
Pretty sure you are here at the wrong station, but the only
You know
thing.
what? Even if he doesn't know, he's gonna know somebody. I just need someone with a brain.
So this is the email address.
Is that a generic email address?
It's not for one person, it's for this ministry here. And BMZ is the ministry, what is here. This is where you are here.
I've already emailed them. I didn't get a response.
I don't know. The situation you described me.
But I've emailed every ministry, Interior, BaFin, Education, everyone.
Yes,
no
I know,
response.
but I understand you. I understand your problem, but I don't know who can help you.
But you don't think a German, so we're in a first world country, right? You think?
Of course we are.
Wow. Based on what I've been subjected to, I would disagree. But what I'm saying is, if I send, and I sent it to the minister of the ministry and all the people that work there, to 5 ministries, including labor, you think it might, if they were going to do something, even a courtesy email of we will investigate it, not one response.
I don't
Just a
know
blanket, no response.
Yes, but I don't know which arguments or which problems they think that are important. I don't know how.
Well, if someone's life is in danger based on corporations in Germany and it's political, you don't think Bonn would be the right place to email?
It sounds hard, but I think sometimes one person is not important enough
they know who I
for
am.
them.
You know
what I want to say.
They know who I am.
Maybe this is your problem, I don't know.
So then it's genocide of one person, because if I die, then they will have knowingly done that. You can't, you
know. This is the only thing I can do for you. Maybe
the only
you
thing
get
is
luck.
I mean, well then it's not a first world country. If you email ministries, right, one, you either deny and you don't want to, you pretend it's not happening. Two, it's just one person, who cares? Three, we know about it and we're doing it on purpose so that he goes away. The point is, I've tried everything legally and justified. I cannot, so UN, all these buildings are here. I've emailed everyone and it's a blanket just sent to an email. It's disgusting.
I understand, but I think ministries are the wrong way for your situation.
So I have gone to mayors, I have gone to the police, I have gone to the European Commission.
Maybe you better should go to something like human rights.
You don't think that was the first place when I got here? The problem is,
I don't know.
I can't find anyone in Germany to tell me the truth. I've been to Caritas, Human Rights, UN, Paratage, every single governmental building here. I also the lawyers. What they do is they take the money and run. And it's going to end up, my situation has been so horrendous, treated so badly, if I die outside, never happened. And we didn't respond to any emails.
You should go.
A first world country does not deal with it like that.
Look, this is really, I know you got expectations and you are full of hope and full of fear, right?
No, really, I'm not full of hope at all. I know how Germany works. I've been here long enough. It's a blanket. If you have a bad story, cover it up.
The email address is the only thing I can do for you. But what you can do for you, maybe you have to go more public. Maybe you can write your story to TV.
Okay. What's your name again, sorry?
Sandra.
Sandra. I was in Portugal getting ready for my Arbeitsgericht, right? I've been brutally attacked in Germany so many times now I can't remember. At least 200 times, stolen, theft, told to get the F out of Germany. It all comes from Munich. Why? Because it's politically connected to Edinburgh. Why? Because I was tortured in Edinburgh based on the fact I'm not Canadian, I never worked in IT, and I never graduated university. Why? I delivered $6 billion worth of IT projects. Your government, the German government, told me to come here as the first in history for political asylum with a UK and Canadian passport. It went bad in Munich because they're connected to Edinburgh, and 6 years ago when they were going for the independence, I got sold. Germany knows exactly who I am, and they're gonna let me die. If someone does not stop this, I'm dead. The
So
only reason they got to
this
this point is I was too good. But
This
your
is why I
government,
told you maybe you should go to TV or the newspaper.
I have no money in my account for 10 months. The fact I'm even alive is a miracle. I have no food, no money, no shelter, nothing.
But maybe it could be easier if you go back to Canada and work from there and bring your story in the world.
You're not getting it. UK is part, Canada's part. I can't go back. They blocked me.
Yes, but also
I'm not allowed to go back.
You say here in
Time out.
German,
I'm not allowed to go back. The UK put a note on my Canadian passport saying you cannot go back. When I got taken to the UK, I was then tortured for political reasons that had nothing to do with me.
But
Your
you
government
don't-
told me to come here. I'm trapped here. I've got nowhere to go.
but you have to have a passport. How can they took your passport?
This is 2018. They can do anything they want. It's a government. German government can do it just as much as the UK, Canada, or Uganda. They all work the same. I'm here